Alright guys, so now that we created this watch list, your first 30, but now we want to scan these charts. Most new traders want to find like these scanners that they plug it in and it pulls up the gappers or whatever, and that's just not really how it works. For us, we're manually looking at all these charts every single day. We're using our two eyes to find these potential setups. So now that you have this watch list created, I'd like you to go to the top right hand corner. You see the change percent. I want you to sort from high to low. So we're going to rank pretty much the strongest stocks on your watch list down to the weakest. Now we're going to run through these stocks. These 30 stocks takes maybe a minute. Now there's two easy ways to do this on your keyboard. Either you use your space bar, that's going to run through your list, or the up and down arrows. It takes 2 seconds to do this. So we're going to start at Home Depot, and we're going to scan through. When I find something, I'll stop and we'll go over really briefly. PG, we've been in for a while. We bought through 100. You can see here, we've just been trailing it. Pretty low beta, boring name, which is in this channel, and this horizontal line is where our stop is. We're up about 24% in the name. We're willing to give it back a little bit. We're just letting it rock. So here we can see this travelers. We can see this resistance area forming. We can see how this area has been acting as resistance for quite some time, and you can see how the low, we begin these lower highs as of late. So recently we can see we can buy this 148. We can see 146 was the low. You're buying a blue chip name with $2 risk, $140 stock, about 1% risk. That's a trade we would take all day long. So now we can keep this one on our radar, but let's keep scanning. Okay, now similar in this American Express, we can see here this 120 level has been resistance for some while. It has broken it, so it's something we would call a soft level, meaning that it has broken in the past. So this is something where we look to buy through 120 versus 116. Again, this is about $4 risk, not as tight as that Travelers, which was only about $2 risk. But let's keep scanning. Verizon, another one. We can see here this 61, first time, second time. If you've read lessons, you know that we like this third, fourth times the charm. Now Verizon is a very low beta name. It's not this momentum stock that we expected to break out and run 10, 20 points. You can see in the last 3 or 4 months, it's only moved $5. So 61 looks great longer term, but we have to realize that this breakout isn't going to be one that's going to go from 61 to 70 in a week or two. It's just going to slowly grind, but this stuff we want to keep on the radar as well. This Microsoft, you can see here, hole in this trend line, starting to meet resistance here 142. Spot to keep an eye on, but again, this is only really the second attempt. This is the retest. This is usually when new traders kind of rush in, and you have that retest when they're trying to puke and get out for break even, and then we try to sneak in that third or fourth time. But still not as good as the Travelers or Verizon. Nothing much. So okay, we scanned the top 30 down names. Really the main winner so far is this Travelers. Now the main thing with scanning is you got to do this daily. This is something that we do in the morning before the market opens, throughout the day, as well as when the market closes, see how stocks close for the day. If you scan these 30 stocks every single day, look at them 2-3 times, that means you looked at all 30 of these names a total of 90 times throughout the day, you're going to find these setups. Most new traders want to look at one stock and say there's no setups out there, or they just look at the SPY and say that the market's selling off and there's something out there. But if you look a little bit deeper and you look under the hood, you're going to find some opportunities like we just found in this Travelers. So just remember, you guys want to do this thing. You want to do this every single day and get in the habit of scanning a bunch of stocks. Now in the beginning, we're just going to scan these 30. When we get into what's next and semi-smart, later on in the programs, we're going to add this watch list. We're going to add the NASDAQ 100 as well as the S&P 500 names. We're going to grow this watch list, but for now, we're going to focus on just these 30. It's the biggest companies in the world. These aren't companies you're going to lose your shirt in, so we want to keep it very safe and simple in the beginning. If you like this video, you learned a little bit from it, drop us a little thumbs up below, and let's get back to the lessons and move through the Getting Started.